Hello there. So another day, another video. So it's been a while since I made a video here, yeah? We're going more than 1 month now. But I'm just thinking about how do we move forward with this plan of freeing the African continent and freeing its population from the power, the strongholds, the forces, control, infiltration, and the political elements of the West and the white supremacy. Yeah? So this is spiritual matter, like I've been saying for a very long time now. Yeah, I think from the beginning I've been saying this is spiritual matter. And when is this kind of spiritual matter? I will explain this from an individual aspect because it's really the same thing whether it's done individually on one person or it's done on a group of people or it's done on an entire neighborhood, an entire town, an entire village, an entire racial group, for instance. Can be done to entire tribal group, things like that. So the easy way to understand this is looking from the individual perspective. What is just done to one person? This kind of witchcraft here, when someone depends on you for their own life, you are literally their dinner. You are their prey. Their job is to hunt you 24/7. Every day they're hunting you. You don't die. This is witchcraft game. You don't die. They just hunt you and feed you all day long. Yeah. They need your blood for survival. They need your sweat. The hard labor you work, they reap the rewards. You don't get no nothing here. You just work a slave. That's what happened in this situation where someone has sacrificed the works of your hands. The blessing is supposed to come with you being a hard-working, determined individual. Instead of you reaping the fruits of your labor, such as you progress, you get promotion, and you expand, for instance, your business, whatever going on here. When someone has sacrificed your hand, the power of your hand, that means every labor, every work that you do, you're just going to be labored in vain like a slave. You're not physically on any plantation. You're not in a house of no one here being a slave there, but it's the same thing here because you're not getting no reward here. You are stuck in poverty. You're stuck in frustration. You're stuck in all kind of things here. You're not getting the rewards of your labor. It doesn't matter how much input or hard work you did, you still go nowhere. It's gonna be like a stagnation situation where you take one step ahead and then 3 steps behind. It's always gonna be something pushing you back. You don't even know where it's coming from, but somehow, whatever step you take, instead of you actually diving into it and walking into that, you instead just push back. Yeah. This is because someone has sacrificed your hand, the power of your hand. So you working this hard, they will get rewards, promotion, and blessings without doing anything here. They're just being ordinary. And they're getting all kind of goodness out of the little they do. The little they do, they get the reward that you with your hard labor is supposed to have. They have sacrificed your hand, the authority of your hand, the power of your hand. So when this person has not just sacrificed your hand, they have sacrificed your eyes, your teeth, your tongue, your hair, your legs, your torso, your everything here. The entire living you is their sacrifice. Because the thing is, the human body is used in witchcraft symbolically. When it's a hand situation here, like I said, what do you do with your hand? The works of your labor. You farm lands with your hand. You craft work for you to sell. If you're a chef, it's your hand you cook with. So this is your labor power, your hands. Yeah? Your eyes. is your vision. Vision as in your destiny, your destination. Where do you want to go, or where you're supposed to go? Because it's two different things, where you want to go and where you're actually supposed to go. Yeah? But either way, your eyes is your vision. Where you're going, where is actually where you're supposed to go or where you choose to go. Someone sacrificed your eyes, they sacrifice any destiny here for you, basically. Because if you don't have no eyes here, or your eyes have been blindfolded, whatever going on here, where are you going again? Yeah. Your teeth. We all heard the terms tooth of wisdom, things like that. Your teeth is also your wealth, your wisdom. It can also be your peace. It can also be your prosperity. They sacrifice your teeth. Some of you see in your dreams, you lose your tooth, or someone punch you and you lose your tooth. Wisdom, wealth, prosperity, peace. There's way more to the tooth than that. Your hair. They cut off your hair in a dream. Or they maybe plait your hair. Someone is not supposed to be touching your hair because that is your glory, your excellency, your shine. No one's supposed to be touching your hair apart from you. Yeah? Someone sacrificed your hair. That is your crown, your authority, your glory, your everything here. Yeah? Your foot, your path. It's also your establishment because you stand on your foot. You walk on your foot. Without your foot being here, you cannot even move your body. And for you to go where your eyes have set its vision on, you need to walk, no? So this is also your establishment, your foundation. This is why the Bible says we have a sandal of peace. The gospel of peace is our what? Establishment, our foundation. Yeah? You sacrifice your foot. Now you have someone who has sacrificed all your body parts. You are literally their living sacrifice, the living prayer. Everything about you, they've taken it. Now you're going to get free from their bondage. You're dealing with Pharaoh. The biblical incident of Exodus and Moses and Abraham, that's what you're getting here. Because everything you are is theirs. Now is Pharaoh going to let you go easily? Hey, how many times did Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh pleading to let the Hebrews just go to the mountains to worship and back? Now, hey, he's not taking no chance here. Because the Hebrews is everything that his kingdom has been built upon. So he's not gonna risk them getting onto any mountain and then will return back, because after all, they have been slaves for 300, 400 years. So you let them go to the mountain, they're going to actually come back. With the kind of condition you whipping them every day. Yeah, now, you know that now. Pharaoh is going to let you go. I don't know what you're going to do. Like, you think you can become a dog and lick his shoes? That's going to help? You think that sweet talking Pharaoh is going to help? You think doing anything is going to help? He's living off you, your physical body, and then comes with you. He's living off that. No, he's not gonna let you go. No, he will fight you tooth and nail. In fact, he would rather see you dead and gone than escape from his captivity. And that's exactly what the incident of Exodus demonstrated here. It got to the point where even killing the son of Pharaoh was not enough. Even that was not enough. The entire Pharaoh himself, his entire political cabinet, all the military in the Red Sea. Then it's enough. Then it's enough. Until then, it was not enough. Now, Israel, you can go. Yeah? Because this is exactly the situation with the African continent and the West. Everything of you, they are living off that. They have been living off that. And this is not just them looting your resources, it's even your glory, your hair, the hair of the African continent. Anybody know about nature in different locations of Africa? No one knows, no nothing here. You check out one YouTube channel by Stephen Nduku, where he shows the tourism side of different African countries. You see the natures there, and you tell if Europe have not robbed of Africa its glory in that extent, that no one's supposed to know about your nature. No one's supposed to see how beautiful landscapes you have, all the fjords, the fields, the mountains. You're not supposed to know that about that. In Africa, we only have dry deserts, and you have starving Ethiopians. That is Africa, yeah? So they've taken your hair, your eyes, your teeth, your everything, your foot, your hand. How many hands did they chop up in Congo? Because how many hands do you need to chop now, man? To the point where you even use chopped hands as a currency. This is normal? That human hands is not the currency for trade? No, this is witchcraft ritual. 100%. And I believe this is more than the Congo. This is something that was done that affects the entire continent. So it's Pharaoh, I don't know what to call them, but yeah, Pharaoh, dictator, slave master, the West going to let you go. Nah, they're not. And once you escape by the power of God here, you don't trade with them. No, you don't trade with these people. No trade, no diplomatic, no nothing here. No political, no nothing here. Nothing. No. Someone who has kept you a slave for 600 years, to the extent that they even took your vision. You can't see no nothing here. You just, whatever they say, that's what you go through. They took your vision altogether. They blindfolded you. In fact, they plucked out your eye from the look of it. Because you don't have no vision, none of you. Anybody who comes with a vision, you start them because you're all working for the white mighty West here. You tell me now how you're going to actually trade with someone who says you're nothing but a slave for him to live off. Everything you are is for their welfare. You tell me at what point of existence is this kind of a devil going to see you as a suitable, respectable partner for trade? How the motherfucking earth is this kind of a slave master going to see you fit for diplomacy and political alliances? You tell me now. Because what has stopped them all this time? What has stopped them? They don't know that. Because why? They have no problem doing that among themselves. You think these people don't know what they've been up to here? Looting your resources. They don't know that they should be buying it from you. You really have to be telling them these things. No, it's intentional. Because this is what their wish was based on. Everything you are is theirs for them to just take. They sacrifice you. You are literally their living sacrifice. So you tell me you get yourself delivered from this kind of a Pharaoh, king of the West here, power. You're going to have anything to do with these people and still live. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You don't get delivered from the power of the West and still have anything, and I'm talking anything, to do with them, apart from war. Because they will come at you, oh, believe me, they will fight you tooth and nail. So we will see them drown in the Mediterranean Sea. We will drown them at Atlantic Ocean. Oh yeah, this South African bullshit here, they need to be drowned in the Atlantic Ocean. The Germans in Namibia, you need to drown in the Atlantic Ocean, because I know you're not going to freely get on a plane to get back to Germany. So we have to drown you in the Atlantic Ocean to get rid of you. The same way you came on board, just you will drown. Gone. Boom. Shit. I don't have to deal with you no more, motherfucker. This is the kind of thing you're dealing with these shit white people here. You're just going to get to that point where they have to be drowned in their fuck you bitch Don't fucking talk to me, shit bitch. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. No, nothing here. You know what I want anything to do with you. Fuck you. So typical stinking white vagina here. She knows I want nothing to do with her. She motherfucking know I don't need no nothing for her. But she's one who needs to feed off me because she's white cunt prostitute. She needs to feed off me. She's a vampire. I am a blood bank. I'm an energy force. That is why she's all over me 24/7. She can't even stop. Because she don't want to stop. Because her existence is based on me. Basically. So once again, like the Hebrew story here of Exodus, when you have this kind of an enemy who is really the outmost enemy here, they have to die. They have to die. God have to kill them one way or another. One day they have to die. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to be free from them and live your life. You're not going to live until they die because they're not going to let you. Because they have sacrificed and based their life upon you. So they're going to be focused on how they should breathe. Because their breath depends on you suffering. Their breath depends on you suffocating. Their breath depends on you being ill and dysfunctional. So they're going to be fighting tooth and nail for their right to oppress you. Their right to own you. Their right to dictate over you. Their right to literally be your Satan God you did not choose. Because as a Christian, I chose my Jesus. He's a God of my choice. I chose him. I chose him by free will, and me calling him my God is my offering of love to him. It's a sacrifice of love. But when Satan is your God, like the white vagina here, you did not invite them, you did not seek them, you did not even ask them to be your God, you did not even want to know anything about them, because I don't remember ever coming to white vagina and even asking you what your name is. Because I don't have no interest, because there's nothing about you I even want here. Satan's whore. But you're the one always look at me because you know I have something you want, because you are just a empty shell piece of shit here. No value, no worth, no nothing here. So you go around looking for whom to feed up, who you can rob of their glory, their beauty, their humanity, their everything here, so that you can be something, but you're still in your butt and getting white man to fuck you and lick your pussy. Then you're a woman. Basically. So when you have an enemy like this, it has to get to the point where they have to die. And this is how I even see it, and with the West, that they get wiped out. And this is exactly what I even desire, that this white race get wiped out of the face of the earth altogether. Nobody remaining altogether, all of them, all of them at all. Because I doubt there is even a motherfucking single white person here who is even a real Christian. Because when you have a white supremacy God inside you, you really have a God inside you, where did Jesus come into this? Because how can the Holy Spirit live inside you when there's already a God Spirit inside you, being your God? Yeah? You tell me now how this God can be your God when you really have a God inside you. By birth at that. By conception from the look of it. Yeah? But no, you don't trade with the West. You don't do nothing. You don't communicate nothing. You get rid of them, gone. No more talking, no nothing. 600 years. And what we even have access to is just a grain of salt from what I can see here. You mean to tell me that what they allow us to know is actually the whole truth? This same West who is so concerned about his good image here, that the only time they acknowledge anything is because of their image here. And the only time they will even say sorry is because of their image here. So you tell me now what they even allowed us to know. That is the whole truth. Now, I think that the real stories and incidents are way more brutal and darker than what we have access to. I firmly believe that. So you have someone like this who is a thorn in your flesh. Devil completely. Wicked to the core. They decide just evil for you because that's what these white people, these white people, they see you just as something to feed off. You're just there, and even though you are supposed to fight for yourself, it's still to suit them. Because isn't it what all this activism, the clownness of fighting racism has always been about? It's always about suiting, feeding white people now and exalting them like they do all around in the USA. About all these monuments of people wrongfully murdered here, and then who is benefiting from it again? Oh yeah, white vagina and white penis. No, like an incident about this child, was it 14-year-old or whatever, who got murdered in prison. They didn't say that, but this is clearly murder here, yeah? Of course, they're not going to tell us the truth now, would they? That he raped a motherfucking wrinkled, stinking white vagina. A child. A woman who is old enough to be his mother, if not even older. No evidence. The fucking white prostitute have her stinking vagina leaking full of sperm. They don't even test this child to see if it matches the stinking white pussy here. But no, they just charge him. They don't need no evidence. They don't need no nothing because they're just targeting him. Because this is someone most likely with a destiny here that they don't like. Maybe he's even really a descendant of a white man here because this is another issue here. And they just found this to be an opportunity to get rid of him. And what did they do after that? They now put up a strong memorial status here of him holding book because he was a student, and now he's going to university. And this, who is benefiting from this again? Oh yeah, white man. It's a stinking children of this motherfucking vagina who are now benefiting of this man's death, because the black boys and girls are actually benefiting from this status with all the oppression, institutional discrimination that goes on even today. My question is like, why didn't you even just allow him to complete his education, man? How about you change this memorial to this fella holding a casket in his hand, looking towards the graveyard? Because that would be the accurate truth here. Give him a casket and let him look towards the graveyard. Because you exchange his school books with a casket. You exchange the education institution with a graveyard. So what is so, we don't like that from? Because then you won't be able to exalt yourself with that. Because now you can encourage white men who don't need any encouragement for the black man's blood. You tell me now this motherfucking stinking ballless shit white vagina breaks out need encouragement from a black man's blood. He will have a privileged, easy life. Everything is just set for him based on white privilege, institutional racism. He still needs the encouragement from a black man's blood. Seriously. He don't need no nothing. But your blood was shed, and now who is benefiting the inspiration from? Oh yeah, the same motherfucking white penis who killed you. Basically, the same motherfucking white penis who killed you is still him, who is now inspired by going to university. They say you are not allowed. You should go to the graveyard. Here's a casket. Yeah? All the time, like the same thing, like these activists about the black issues here is now who is benefiting. Oh yeah, the white lesbians and gays and transgenders. They're the one getting the inequality, equity, equality laws passed for them, and they actually get it served 100%. of black people fighting for equality. They're also just born that way. They can't do nothing about it, even though we know that if you don't dress woman like a man, no, you're lesbian. If you man don't go around acting like a woman, no, you're gay. We know that now, don't we? Even if you have undergone some surgery, if you dress like your gender, no, that you're transgender. But it's on black people's sweat and blood. They now build the equality, freedom, whatever, homosexual rainbow rights upon. And they get it executed perfectly to suit them, white people. Because we know that the blacks and ethnic minorities in this rainbow, lesbian, gay, transgender, whatever, it's not the same for them. In fact, they get discriminated against by these white rainbowers. But they're the one getting it executed 100%. Their laws, all their rights are met 100%. Building of black people. So everything you do is supposed to benefit them. It's for them, not for you. You tell me now that you're going to actually deliver yourself and get yourself completely free from such a dictatorship, tyrant, Satan of your life. And you can still have anything to do with them. It's impossible. Completely impossible, because they will never be comfortable with looking at you as an equal person, because you're not equal to them. And white people, they like to play the sensitive crybaby here, because they're stinking cry pussies, all of them. They're cry pussies. Because there's no real penis here. A penis without balls is not a penis now, is it? There's no man in the white race who are just full of vaginas. But they like to play sensitive game here. We should pity them. Like I watched the other day episode on YouTube about black women's experience with white slave owners. This man is raping, abusing this child, really, 14-year-old, now 9-year-old, but he started was 14-year-old. She kills him, and then now the entire town is crying, oh poor him. What about what he did to her? No one gave a damn about it. But now everyone should even feel for them. Even the way the soundtrack on that scene of his family looking for him, it was like everyone have to pity him. Not me. He deserved what he got. Well done, girl. It's a shame you had to be killed, because this is, they get to decide everything. Their laws are for them, ruled by them, dictated by them, executed by them. So they do what they want. Yeah? But you did the right thing to kill the motherfucker. You did the right thing, man, to kill the motherfucker.